So, but I would really encourage you, many of you, to go look beyond Division I. Because Division II, Division III, and NAI have tremendous coaches. They can't come here as much because they don't have the budget to come to these travel as much as we do, but they're just as committed. They train, and I would argue train just as hard. We trained as hard at Division II as we do at Marquette. Just as hard. We just don't travel as much to these bigger events. You'll play a competition level that's incredible for that height. So it's a height issue. If you're playing at Penn State, you're playing big, huge women that touch over 10 feet. They touch beyond the rim. If you play at Minnesota Duluth, which is top 4 in the nation, they're an incredible program, great academic school. They're probably around 6 foot to 5'10", and they touch about 116. And then you move to Division II, they're about 5'6" to 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", and then they're playing within their size. So that's, I would really think about that, because Canadian colleges work just as hard as U.S. colleges. They just don't have as much money. And from when I'm talking with my friends in Canada. So the key is in the U.S., make sure you're honest, make sure you look at Canadian schools or U.S. schools that match the size and the academics. But the first thing I think that Kevin mentioned again is the academic program's #1. And that's the #1 thing you've got to go. Don't go to a school that doesn't offer your academics hoping that everything's going to work out. Because if it doesn't have your academics, within a couple of years you're not going to want to be there. And #2, the volleyball isn't always going to be what's going to carry you through. And I would argue that Division III and Division II is just as good as Division I. And probably would make you happier because you'll be playing an academic school if you like, and most of you here are going to be within that style. And I played at North Dakota State in Fargo, North Dakota. We played Division I schools like Minnesota in the Big Ten and beat them because we're smaller and smarter and faster. And trust me, a lot of us has been beaten by, Ohio's a great example. Ohio, how were you guys 5 years ago? We don't even know who Ohio was 5 years ago. They didn't know who they were. And then they got taken over by a new coach, a good friend of mine, and they're great right now. Top 25, whoever would guess. So don't always look at Penn State. I mean, Ohio, they've just been, I'm being honest. Going to the best in Division I is not always wise, especially if your daughter's sitting on the bench. You look at smaller schools where you can change the program and go to Ohio and all of a sudden they're top 25, or you look at some of these other places. So Rich Kern is, I think, tremendous. I mean, Kevin, there's no question. One of the top programs in Division I is going to be Penn State. But the reality is there's a lot of great places, but ask that question because you don't want your daughter unhappy after a year in town coming home and transferring to the school. It's very traumatic. I've seen it happen. I've gotten transfers. And the reason why is that you fool yourself. And you allow the coach to fool you. I call it, it's like getting married. You're getting married. You better ask tough questions. And be honest with yourself. And I think that solves all the problems that you parents will have. And also and the biggest thing that girls do is you always say to your daughters, you're good enough. If you work hard enough, it's going to happen. But how many of you parents work really hard and it doesn't happen? At your jobs. Okay, the same thing with your daughters. You let your daughters know you can work really hard and it isn't going to happen. If you're 5'6" and you're going to Penn State, and she works 24 hours a day, she will never hit outside at Penn State, ever. No matter how hard she works. It's never going to happen. Those kids are huge. So, go on visits and watch practices and games, and you'll see right where your kids fit in. And then they will